Hey guys, welcome to another video on my channel. Sorry it has been a while since I have been on here. I kind of have trouble coming up with things to talk about. I worry that I am not, I don't know, like I'm not as hardcore a stitcher as some of the people on here, and so I kind of get intimidated, but I figured I'd come back and give you a little update as to how my stitching is going and a few other things. The first thing is I am now at 22 weeks pregnant. It is a little girl. Her name is going to be Luella Marina. So that's just a fun and exciting thing. I've just started to feel kicks and things, and my husband got to feel some kicks, so it's pretty exciting. Let's see, is there anything else going on in my life? We get to see her again on an ultrasound on Thursday because the first time we went, she had her legs flipped over her head, so she wasn't in a very good position to get everything measured. So, darn, I have to go back and see her again. So I'm really, really excited. So yeah. So my first video, I talked about my whips, and I have my first finish of 2017, and that is the Frosted Pumpkin Pumpkin Passport from 2016. I did finish it, and I'm really excited. I just need to work on getting it framed and everything. So I did finish that because I was working on a Hade, the Mercury Dragon, and I had to stop. I was really enjoying it, but so I had mentioned that I was waiting on fabric from Silk Weaver's Needleworks Delight store, and I knew that they were really slow in the past and everything, so I was willing to forgive that because I wanted all of the fabric to at least be in the same size and sort of look similar, like they were all different colors, but it was all in the same line. And so I was waiting on the rest of the fabrics for all of the planets, and they sent me an email that basically said that my PayPal had never gone through. Now, I'd already emailed them just checking on the status of my order. Just saying, like, I understand. Like, I knew they took a long time, and I wasn't upset about the time. I just wanted to see where we were, like, how things were going. And they responded saying that the 25 count Opal Lugana, so how you say it, fabric, was back ordered. And I'm like, okay, it's been 3 months. It's been back ordered for 3 months, but okay. You should tell your customers that when they order, but that's fine. I was a little annoyed, but I kept going. And then I got an email saying that my PayPal had never paid, and they had no way of knowing whether I wanted my order completed. So I responded immediately, and I said, okay, my PayPal paid. I don't know how you could possibly still have my order if my PayPal didn't go through, because this was 3 months. Like, I placed the order in August. So I waited for a response from them, and I waited and I waited and I waited, and they never responded to that email. So I went to PayPal and I filed a dispute. And the first thing was I just sent a message to them through PayPal that basically explained the whole situation. I gave, I said this should be proof that my PayPal did pay, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this. But I never got a response from you, and I would really appreciate you at least responding to acknowledge that I said anything. And I waited for a few days for that, and they didn't respond to that either. So I moved it up to a full claim, and they never responded to PayPal at all. But PayPal told me not to talk to them. So in the course of waiting for like the deadline where they had to respond to PayPal, they sent me another email saying it was the pink whatever 25 count, and it was order number whatever. And I didn't respond to them because they said not to talk to them, but it was the completely wrong order number. So I don't know what they thought was going on. That was a piece of fabric that I had ordered in a list of like 8 fabrics. So I don't know. It was just one that they were listing. I don't know. So the deadline came and went, and they never responded to PayPal. So I got all my money back. So I'm currently since I hadn't gotten very far on the Mercury Dragon, I am ordering another piece through Picture This Plus for the first one. They're so much more reliable. I've ordered from them, before, and so I'm just waiting on the invoice for that. And I'm just gonna redo what I had done on the Mercury Dragon, start over. And after they had, declared that, this company wasn't working, and they gave me my money back, I got another email saying, "Oh, all the fabric came in. Do you want us to still dye it?" Well, no, no, I don't want you to still dye it. I've moved on, so I'm waiting. That I think I'm gonna like this fabric from Picture This Plus better. I think it's going to be prettier. I'm just frustrated that I had to start over. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the piece of fabric that I had started the dragon on. I think I'm gonna take the stitches out, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. So my plans for 2017 so far, since are no longer working on that Haid. I am doing the Brooks Books Princess Dress Up Collection, especially now that I'm having a little girl. I figured these would be perfect to hang in a room, and I'm really, really excited about them. So I started on Cinderella. I haven't gotten too far, and you can't tell how pretty this fabric is in this lighting, but oh, there's a little bit of sparkle. Yep, it's very sparkly. And I'm really, really loving stitching on this. It is a ton of fun. This is the first thing I've ever done over 2, so that was a challenge at first. I've either used Ada or done things over 1 before. So I'm used to teeny tiny stitches and things like that, but the counting threw me off. But I'm getting the hang of it, and it's a ton of fun. And I can't wait to see the dress all finished because it's going to be beautiful. I got all of my supplies for Snow White since that came out. Except for the fabric. I'm waiting on an order from Picture This Plus with that fabric and the fabric for the dragon. I ordered them together. So I'm just waiting for that, and it should be any day now, because I think it's been about 2 weeks. So it should be any day that I get my email to pay them. So I'm really, really, really excited. And I am also doing the Frosted Pumpkin Happily Ever After this year, but I haven't started yet because I didn't even have my floss organized until today. So I'm gonna try and start it after this video. Hopefully get caught up because I don't want to fall behind. I'm not expecting with these princess dresses to stay on track because they're much larger and require a lot more pieces, but for Happily Ever After, I'm going to try to just stay. I'm trying to get all of it done before February, or before it comes out in February, like February 15th. Because I want to stay on target. Hopefully it works. I don't know. So yeah, my goals for this year are to get through the Happily Ever After, get through as much of the princesses as I can, at least complete a few of them, and to start progress on the Mercury Dragon once again, and hopefully get further than I did last time. And I will definitely update you guys when I get the fabric and everything, because it should be gorgeous. I'm really, really, really excited. And I decided to do that on a little bit, like to do bigger stitches on it, because I was originally doing the 25/1. And I decided that if I have to start over, I'm going to make it a little less intense. And I ordered a 36 count, and I'm going to do it over 2. So I'm excited and just waiting and waiting. But I have plenty to occupy myself with this Frosted Pumpkin Happily Ever After and the Cinderella dress. So yeah, that is how my life is going. Let me see if there's any other updates. I am blanking. I do have an update. My husband and I started looking for a house. Our lease for this apartment isn't up until July, but since I'm due in May, I think that maybe it's a good idea to break it and move as soon as we can. Especially because we qualify for a certain type of loan that doesn't require us to put a down payment down on the house. So we're gonna do that and then just break the lease with the money we would have used for down payment, well, some of it, and move. So we're looking at more houses. We looked at new constructions on Friday, and they were nice, but a little further out than I was wanting to move. But they were very nice. So it's still still in the running. But tomorrow we're going to look at pre-owned. I guess the only problem with Louisiana right now and trying to buy a house is some of them were flooded. Well, problem with Baton Rouge in Louisiana trying to buy houses. Yeah, some of them were flooded, but they've been redone. It's just going to require extra inspection and making sure everything was done properly and that there's not mold, and so all of that is, since this is the first time we've ever bought a house, both of us are a little stressed, but I think it'll be worth it for us to do it now, instead of later when either the baby's born or I'm just too pregnant, or I don't think they consider me high risk, but I am a slightly higher risk than usual since I do have high blood pressure and kidney disease. So there is a chance she might decide to come early, and I just I don't want all of that to fall into our laps at the same time. So hopefully we'll be moving pretty soon. So that'll be fun and exciting, and yeah. I think that's all I have for right now. I want to make these videos a little longer. I know most floss tubers have very long videos. I get nervous and I worry that you guys don't want to hear me talk that much. So I don't have a ton of things to say, but I'm sure the more I do these, the more I'll understand what I'm doing and what to talk about, and definitely leave me feedback. Let me know how things are going and what you want to see, because really that's all the stitching news I have right now. Those are my big life updates right now. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment. Let me know, like I said, what you want to see, what you think, how things are going. And shout out to my mom, Nancy Brandt. I am so sorry for not collabing with you this afternoon. I took a 2-hour nap. So we are going to make a video together sometime soon. We'll have to figure out what it's going to be on, but we were supposed to do that this afternoon, and I just came home and took a nap. So I'm very sorry. Your pregnant daughter apologizes because she's exhausted. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great January so far, and I will see you guys soon.